What if you could go to just about any business, any store, any online service and pay with cryptocurrency, and any business were to accept that? What if any online store or walk-in store or business were to reward you with cryptocurrency for purchasing their goods and services? What if this was already happening? That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
The world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers, Descent.
Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. Before I continue, please do subscribe, follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, join my official Telegram announcements channel. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please come over to Odyssey, support my work there on that censorship-resistant platform. And I post videos on Odyssey that I don't post on YouTube. There's extra material there. Your comments, your likes, and shares are much, much appreciated, and they really do support my work. All right, the cryptocurrency I'm going to be talking about, I have covered before, and I'll tell you how you can find out more about it. But this is a look at the price chart. Now, I'm recording this on Sunday, the 10th of July in the morning, UK time, and at the lowest, this cryptocurrency, which was first listed in September 2021 on CoinGecko.com, it was about 7.3 cents. And it has reached an all-time high of $2.64, and that was a few days ago. And currently, it's about $1, it says here $1.90. Now, from a first listed price of 15.8 cents, we are talking over a 12.5 times increase to what it is now. And during the pre-sale, it was much, much cheaper. So you would have done really, really well. And my thesis for this cryptocurrency is that it's very, very early days. I think it's incredibly promising, and I recommend you take a look at it. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing a broad overview. I'm not going to go into loads and loads of detail about it because there is so much to this. This is not like a cryptocurrency that I've ever dealt with before. You know how Bitcoin is just a payment form, Litecoin, Monero? Those are just forms of value exchange, very simple. And then you have the platform protocols like Ethereum or Komodo or Cosmos that allow for applications to be built on top of them. This particular cryptocurrency is a means of value issuance. It is a coin as such in a means of value that it allows for value exchange. However, the way that it's designed and the way that it works is very, very different. And I think unique to anything else that I've come across in the crypto space since I've been posting videos since April 2017. The cryptocurrency in question is Vow. The website is vowcurrency.com. I'll have all the links in the description below. Now, to be perfectly honest, this isn't a cryptocurrency that I've got my head around completely. You know, you could say Bitcoin is a value issuance cryptocurrency, just a form of exchange, you know, like Litecoin or Monero or the pound or the dollar. Ethereum and Komodo or Cosmos are platform protocols that allow for applications to be built, and they have smart contract functionality. Vow doesn't have smart contract functionality, and it is a form of value issuance, but the tokenomics and the design behind it is completely distinct to anything I've ever come across. Now, I haven't got my head around it completely, and you do want to make sure that you do all your due diligence and you look into it and you don't put any more than you can afford to lose. Now, I recorded a video with Eric Calder, which is on my Odyssey channel, and it's an hour and 5 minutes of an interview with him where I really go into how Vow works, the tokenomics, how it started, the business proposition. And in this video, I'm just going to go through a very broad overview. In fact, I may not even do a whole overview of it, but I do invite you to go through the website, check out the white paper, and get your head around how it works, because the future of Vow is very promising, in my opinion. You know, listing on CoinGecko on 7th of September 2021 at 15.8 cents, and it's over $1.90 right now at time of recording. That's only 10 months. Where's it going to be in another 10 months when it's operating in more countries? And there's, I don't know how many more thousands of businesses that will be transacting with Vow. Now, the founder of Vow is Bish Schmeer. It's registered in Jersey, which is part of the Channel Islands, which is part of Great Britain. And Bish has a background in loyalty reward schemes, you know, like air miles and other things like that. Like in the UK, many supermarkets have loyalty reward schemes as a way of rewarding regular customers who purchase their products and services again and again. And what he did was he used the blockchain to evolve the model to come up with what I think is a very clever dual currency token system. So I'm going to go through some of the FAQs right now. not through all of them, because there is a hell of a lot, but just enough to give you an idea, and also as an invitation for you to start going and investigating, because it doesn't really matter what I say. What's really, really important is what you discover for yourself about this cryptocurrency, and then you can decide for yourself whether it's something you want to get involved with. So what is VOW? VOW is a free-floating ERC 777 compliant token issued on the Ethereum blockchain. It can be traded peer-to-peer or on supporting crypto exchanges. Now, the initial supply of VOW is 1.14 billion, and these are issued by VOW Limited, which is the company. The VOW token is most accurately described as an enabler for minting a second type of token called V currencies. So what are V currencies? V currencies are the fixed value tokens of the VOW ecosystem. For example, the V pound, V dollar, V euro, V rupee, etc. And each V currency has a nominal value equivalent to the fiat currency of that nation. So for example, a V dollar is worth $1. Now this value is set by the distributor at point of sale and confirmed on acceptance at the same set of value. And it's collateralized algorithmically. So if a business wanted to operate with V pounds, then what it would do is it would go to the market, buy some VOW tokens. Let's say it bought £100 worth of VOW tokens, then it's able to issue 5 times the number of VOW tokens that it's locked and staked in the local V currency. So in this example, it would be 500 V pounds. And then what would happen is I would go to that business. Let's say I go and buy something off them. I pay £100 in fiat. They give me £20 in the form of V pounds, 20 V pounds. I can then take those 20 V pounds and use them in another business that is part of the VOW ecosystem. Now, when I take my V pounds and I use them in a business that is part of the VOW ecosystem, they are accepted equivalent to the fiat value. So if I want to purchase something for £100, I've got 20 V pounds, then I need only pay £80 in fiat. The business takes the V pounds that I've given in addition to the £80 and is then able to unstake £20 worth of VOW, which it can then sell on in the market should it choose to do so. It doesn't have to unstake it. It can then circulate those V pounds again in the form of a discount to the next customer. Now, one of the things that's really important to the VOW currency ecosystem is the notion of decentralized issuance versus centralized issuance. Now, what we have with fiat currencies is centralized issuance. It really is a function of the central bank and the banking system. And every time you take out a loan or the government takes a loan, new currency gets created. Now, in a similar way, I could argue that gold, silver, and even Bitcoin are centralized in as much as those that get to issue are the miners. And to become a Bitcoin miner or a gold miner or a silver miner takes a significant amount of investment. So they're not really, really decentralized. Certainly more decentralized than the banking system, but not as decentralized as is possible. Now, there is a real benefit in being able to issue forms of currency. Imagine if you had the ability to just mine Bitcoin, or create gold, or create currency that was accepted everywhere. If you were the source of it, and then you, your friends and family, they would benefit out of proximity to you. That's what's known as the Cantillian Effect. Now, a truly decentralized system redistributes that advantage across the network. And you can see here on the picture in front of you, you've got the centralized system on the left here, and that's where the value issuance comes from, and everybody else gets it afterwards. Versus on a decentralized system, and this can get incredibly complex, the value issuance happens here. Now, what happens with VOW is that V currencies get created at the point of transaction by the business that's part of the VOW ecosystem. And this could be any business. It could even be in VOW currency. So if I would go to the market here in September and I buy $100 worth of VOW tokens, that's 632 VOW, I can stake them and then mint $500 worth of V dollars, which I can then use to buy and spend and transact with. And let's say later on down the line here, I get $100 worth of V dollars back. Well, I can unstake just over 5 VOW, which would give me the equivalent of $100. V dollars get burnt. I go and sell those 5 VOW on the open market, and I get $100 back in some other crypto. I've still got 627 VOW staked, and I've spent and transacted 400 V dollars. And I think because of this mechanism, because of the staking mechanism that allows for V currencies to be issued against VOW that are locked, as more and more businesses and more actors and agents use this ecosystem, the value of VOW is going to go up because of the increased demand. Now, what is it that is backing VOW tokens? What gives them value? Because they're not backed by any other assets like gold or silver or Bitcoin, and they're not designed in the way that other algorithmically backed stablecoins are. Vow tokens are free floating tokens on the exchange, and their price is determined by the market forces of supply and demand. And they make no claim with respect to their price, nor are they intended to facilitate commercial transactions, which would necessitate that they exhibit price stability. There is no central company, government, private party, or asset which is required to make the promise of providing a backstop value to Vow tokens at any time. But as the ecosystem grows, the Vow supply will contract, and businesses joining the network must acquire Vow in order to issue V currencies which are like pretty much as cryptocurrency loyalty rewards. And then as the portfolio expands, as more and more businesses join the network, the circulating supply of tokens is forecasted to decrease. Now, here's one place where you can use your V currencies, and this is vtravel.io. I'll have the link in the description below. It's not fully developed, this website, but it does allow you to purchase hotels or flights, and the flights can be with any airline in the world, and pay with fiat and or V currencies. Just take a look and check it out. Now, you may be wondering, how do they do all this? How does it happen that all these businesses, including airlines that aren't necessarily part of the Vow ecosystem, will accept V currencies? Well, I mentioned this guy, Bish Smith, who's the founder of Vow. He's got a background in loyalty schemes, and he's based in the UK. What he done is created a system that in the back end, unknown to the business and unknown to the customer, the V currency is being exchanged for that business's loyalty tokens. So for example, with V Travel, you purchase a flight from a particular airline. What's happening in the back end is the V dollars are being converted to that airline's air mile scheme or their equivalent. So as far as the business is concerned, they're receiving payment in their own loyalty schemes, not in cryptocurrency. And it also works the other way. So they issue the loyalty rewards to you when you make a purchase from them, and that gets converted in the back end into V currency. Now, more and more businesses and loyalty reward schemes are signing up to the Vow ecosystem, including this one, the rewardcollection.com, based in the UK, and this one, Geek Retreat, which runs a series of gaming cafes in the UK. They have signed up to the Vow ecosystem. Now, this growth and expansion is being facilitated by in-country agents such as alluvialrewards.com, which is signing up businesses and reward schemes in the United States and Mexico to the Vow ecosystem. Now, I suppose the best way for me to experience the value of Vow and the utility of this project is when I try it out for myself, and you can do so too. You download the app from Google Play Store. It's also available for iPhones, and you can purchase Vow from inside the app, so you don't have to go to one of the exchanges. And just to show you again, you can purchase it from these exchanges, and it's pretty simple using MetaMask or Uniswap or something. Not a problem at all. Now, I am going to be covering this project again, and I'm right now trying to organize an interview with Bish Smear on the left, who's the founder, and also with Peter Dobson, who's the CEO of Geek Retreat, to find out what it's like for him as a business that's been using Vow. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you know when that video is going to come out. Right, that's it. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Have you used Vow currency? How does this strike you compared to other payment solutions? Are you in a country where Vow is already available and being used? Comments and questions in the description below. Please do like and share this video. Support my work by subscribing. If you're watching this on YouTube, come over to Odyssey and follow me there because I post extra material. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, join my official Telegram announcement channel. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.